It always starts the same way. You walk into work with a little confidence, a little pride, maybe even a quiet belief that this job might finally take you somewhere. Then your boss looks at you, not with respect, not with recognition, but with a smile that feels like a trap. You don't realize it yet, but they saw something in you the moment you arrived. Potential, competence, a threat. That's when the test begins. You think toxic bosses reveal themselves slowly, but research suggests individuals who display narcissistic tendencies often assess targets within the first minute, deciding whether they can take advantage of them. If you've ever felt like someone chose you as their target for no clear reason, this video will finally show you why, and more importantly, what you can do to shut them down before they destroy your confidence or your career. According to workplace psychology studies from the University of Georgia and the Journal of Applied Behavioral Science, people with hidden narcissistic traits often target those who appear competent, trusted by peers, too professional to fight back. So if you've been singled out, there's a reason. If you're done being the target, subscribe and stay sharp. Tactic number 1, the fake mentor trap. They approach you with warmth. You can come to me anytime, I'll guide you. They act like they're investing in your growth, but what they really want is ownership of your success. If you perform well, they'll say they made you great. If you struggle, they'll say you can't function without them. Your achievements become their narrative. Here is the awareness cue. Notice if they only praise your success when selling it as their leadership. Here is the defense. Keep polite documentation of every key accomplishment, your work, your credit, your power. Tactic number 2, the status check. Within moments, they test how easy it will be to lower your position. They may even interrupt you mid-idea, correct you on tiny details, publicly joke at your expense, ignore your input until they restate it later. It's subtle, social, strategic. If others accept it, they'll escalate. Here's another awareness cue. If they treat you differently when managers are watching, you're being evaluated, not mentored. The defense phrase is a calm, neutral interruption. I'd like to finish my thought. No anger, no trembling, just boundaries. Tactic number 3, public praise, private doubt. In front of upper management, they brag about you like you're their prize student. Oh yes, they're improving because I'm guiding them closely. But privately, every compliment becomes a warning. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still not ready for real responsibility. If it weren't for me, you'd struggle here. The goal is to disconnect how others see you from how you see yourself. You begin to believe your success is conditional, dependent on their approval. The awareness cue. If praise always comes with a leash attached, you're being managed, not mentored. The defense, request feedback in writing. Thanks, would you mind putting those notes in an email so I can track progress? This shifts the power of the narrative onto record. Manipulators hate paper trails. Tactic number 4, and overload as a weapon. They'll give you unrealistic deadlines, tasks outside your role, emergency assignments with no warning, work that takes away your ability to succeed elsewhere. This isn't bad planning. It's precision sabotage. If you break, they call you incompetent. If you succeed, they take credit. Either way, you lose energy, while they gain ammunition. This is a trap designed to make you believe, maybe I am struggling, maybe they're right. But here's what their behavior really reveals. They fear you. They fear how strong you could become if you had support. The awareness cue. Overwhelm always comes without the resources to succeed. The defense question. A calm, professional phrase that flips accountability. Sure, yeah, which task should be deprioritized so I can complete this on time? It forces them to choose, admit their demand is unreasonable, or take responsibility for the delay. Either way, the power shifts. If any of this feels familiar, you're not imagining it. This behavior can be patterned manipulation, not miscommunication. So if you're done being the target, subscribe and stay sharp. The hidden test. At a certain point, they stop evaluating you and start provoking you. A subtle remark in front of others, and a task stripped away without explanation. A private conversation that feels like an ambush. It's not random. It's not a bad day. It's a controlled experiment. Will you defend yourself or will you shrink? Because once they know you won't fight back, that's when they strike for real. Your silence becomes their permission. Tactic number 5, the reputation rewrite. You feel the energy in the room change, but you don't know why. Colleagues become distant. People stop asking for your input. You're excluded from discussions you once led. Behind closed doors, the narrative shifts. They're having trouble, and they're not a team player. I'm keeping an eye on them. No direct accusations, just small doubts, strategically placed. This tactic is especially common in work environments where hierarchy and image matter. According to organizational behavior researchers, you walk into the break room and suddenly, you're the problem no one can explain. The goal is simple. Turn your allies into observers. Turn your observers into critics. Make you feel alone. Because isolated people don't fight back. The awareness cue. When people look at you like they know something you don't, someone has been narrating your story without you. The defense strategy. Start looping others into neutral updates. Following up on the conversation I had with boss earlier, here's what we agreed on in yesterday's meeting. You're not arguing. You're reclaiming authorship of your reputation. Document, clarify, illuminate. Light is the enemy of their shadows. If you felt this shift before, you're not paranoid. You're perceptive. It's a sign that your strength is showing and threatening the wrong person. Tactic number 6, the favor debt. One day they step in and help you. They defend you once in a meeting. They approve a schedule change. They give you a small opportunity, just enough to feel grateful. Suddenly, after everything I've done for you, you owe me loyalty. Don't embarrass me. Their support was never kindness. It was bait. Because as long as you believe you owe them something, you'll accept treatment you never should. The awareness cue. Help that becomes control was never help at all. The defense response? Short, respectful, disarming. I appreciate it, and I'll continue delivering strong results. Gratitude without submission, respect without surrender. You take back the power they thought they bought. Tactic number 7, the exit trap. When they realize you're too strong to control, the goal changes. They stop trying to win you. They start trying to break you. Not enough to trigger HR, just enough to make you voluntarily disappear. Responsibilities removed. Criticism without clarity. Praise for others using your work. Opportunities always given to someone else. A slow erosion of dignity. You start thinking, maybe I don't belong here. Maybe this just isn't the job for me. That thought, that doubt, they planted it. And they're waiting for the moment you water it. The awareness cue. If you're being pushed out without paperwork, you were never the problem. You were the competition. The warrior shift. Listen carefully. You were chosen as a target because you are a threat. Your competence exposes their weaknesses. Your character exposes their manipulation. And every time you stand your ground, they feel smaller. You don't need to be louder. You need to be clearer. Confidence isn't noise. Confidence is evidence. The more you protect your path, the faster their mask breaks. If you're done being the target, subscribe and stay sharp because this isn't the end. In the next video, we expose why toxic people choose you and how to make them regret that choice. Stay aware, stay respected, stay powerful. If you're dealing with ongoing distress at work, it's okay to seek support from trusted resources or professionals. You deserve a healthy environment. So there you have it. The complete playbook. The fake mentor who owns your wins but never your losses. The status checker who tests your boundaries like a toddler with a new toy. The public praiser who builds you up in front of others just to tear you down in private. The overloader who gives you impossible tasks, then acts shocked when you're drowning. The reputation rewriter who turns your colleagues into extras in their twisted movie. The favor banker who helps you once, then charges interest for life. And the exit trapper who slowly pushes you toward the door while pretending to hold it open. Now here's the thing. You could use this knowledge to become everything you hate. You could manipulate, gaslight, and power trip your way to the top. But here's why you won't. Because you're not broken inside. You don't need to steal other people's light to feel bright. You don't need to make others small to feel big. So use this wisdom like a shield, not a sword. Protect yourself. Document everything. Set boundaries that would make a prison warden jealous. But remember, the moment you start using these tactics on others, you become the villain in someone else's story. And trust me, that's a plot twist nobody wants to see. Stay sharp, stay ethical, and whatever you do, don't become the boss we just spent 20 minutes roasting. Because karma has a sense of humor and she's always watching. Subscribe if you want to stay protected, not predatory.